All right. Let me see. All right. So shalom. What the hell? I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakurash, that will bless and honor the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Back with another lesson through the spirit, man. I'm in transit right now, headed to the crib, and just want to speak on some things, kind of just spitting stuff off the dome. I was walking with my mother, and was talking to her about some of the things going on in the world right now, with as far as Iran and Israel, what's going on with that. And when you're talking to 2/3, they don't really be wanting to hear what you're talking about when it comes to worldly things. Like, I was talking to a lady friend last night, and she was like, it's so interesting how you keep up with the news and all this other stuff. You like different, because people around my age and my generation, they don't stay up to date with current events, or they don't look at the news like that, which I find joy in watching the news or looking into it, because I feel like it's a good thing to be aware of what's going on in the world, and not just going into things blindly or aimlessly, not knowing what's going on, right? So I was talking to her about the things that's going on. Iran was supposed to be sending over like they biggest attack that they've ever sent. Yeah, so lucky for that. I didn't realize that the lesson cut off, because I'm driving right now, and I have my phone up to my face so y'all could hopefully hear me a little bit better, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. But yeah, man, they supposed to been sitting over they biggest airstrike that they've ever sent over there. So I'm not even up to date on what they sent over there right now. Like I said, or like I was saying, it's 9:30 right now where I'm at, and over there I think they're like 8 hours ahead of us. So let's do the math there. It's about, it's about 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, something like that. Let me pull up the clock real quick. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. right now. So they said that they was sending strikes until the sunrise. So they had been sending stuff since about midnight over there. So since I think that was like around about 4 o'clock my time. So for the past 5 hours, so to speak. But I was basically telling her, man, like, that things are escalating, right? Iran and Israel. And the reason why I was talking to her about that is because I've mentioned this in my lessons before. I went to school with a lot of these people, a lot of these ish people growing up and whatnot. So the fact that they can go around and delete 50 Palestinians a day and nobody say nothing about it, but then as soon as they start getting hit, we supposed to feel some sympathy for them. Man, F that, man. Right? Where was y'all sympathy at when y'all was going around and killing them off, right? As it says in the scriptures, man. Reward unto them double, right? Reward unto them double. The things that they do is going to return upon their own head. So, or they think they getting away with these war crimes and whatnot. When those things start to come back upon them, we're gonna see what they gonna do about that, right? Because in a minute they're about to be fighting the Lord of Heaven's armies, and they ain't gonna win that battle. They ain't gonna win that war. That's the times we're coming into right now, right? We're at the beginning of World War III. We were already at the beginning stages, but them sending over that strike, that preemptive strike over to Iran, that definitely escalated some stuff, man. That definitely escalated things. We're gonna see what Donald Trump's decision is in these coming days of what he's gonna do, because even though they talking about we're not involved with Israel and what they've got going on. Yes, y'all are. Y'all hand is as deep in the honey pot as it can go. So y'all can go ahead and go somewhere with that. These other nations already know. They talking about I'm giving Donald Trump talking about I'm giving Iran one last chance to make a deal. Man, F your deal. They not trying to make no deal no more. Y'all are known for violating treaties and deals and whatnot. The Israelis had a ceasefire deal with the Palestinians. It wasn't the Palestinians, but I believe it was Hamas. I want to say whoever it was with, though. They broke that deal and started deleting more Palestinians. So they clearly didn't want peace. You think after what just happened the other day, when they was doing peace talk deals, Iran was doing peace talk deals with the U.S., and then Israel out of nowhere just struck them and basically and declare war on them? Yeah, they ain't going for that. Hey, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And they said they ain't gonna get fooled again. So you can go somewhere with that, man. You know, like I was telling my mother, our people are not concerned with what's going on over there. And it's that spirit of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 4. It's that spirit, man. It's because we've been talking about these things for a while now, and some of it is just not starting to pass, and some of it still hasn't passed yet, but it's coming very soon, Lord willing. They think that it's just not gonna happen. No, that ain't gonna happen in our lifetime. We can only do what we can do right now. No, it's gonna happen. Man, are you turning an 18-wheeler, bro? This nigga slowing all the way down to a complete stop just to turn your little bitty crossover, man. Salakia. But they think just because we've been talking about it for so long and it hasn't happened on their time, like it reads, man. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. They think just because it ain't happened right then, now, in this second, that it ain't gonna never happen. Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen in our lifetime. Okay, we finna find out. We are about to find out. That's what we are right now. All the things we've been saying, we're gonna continue saying them. And we're gonna sit back and see who was right. Right? And you ain't gonna be able to say, well, I ain't know nothing about that. Because we've been telling y'all, right? We've been saying these things from the beginning, that this type of stuff was gonna happen. That these things was coming to pass. Amalek is being judged right now by the Lord. And this ain't even the real deal judgment they about to get. They about to get hit with some dog shit. just speaking the real. They about to get hit with something worse than what's going on right now. They about to have to face the king of terrors. Right? So yeah, man, this is World War III, but we know that the finale of World War III is not here yet, because it's other things that have to come to pass before we get to the nuclear destruction of America via those Russian ICBMs. You know, when the North Country, Gog and Magog send they arrows at Babylon and leave the land desolate. You know, first and foremost, shit has to hit the fan over here. So it ain't no telling what type of event they gonna have or whatever is gonna go down in order for all hell to break loose over here. I literally could not tell you. It could be anything at this point. Some type of black swan, false flag, psyop event. There's no telling, man. Like I've been saying though, if they end up trying to delete your boy again, like they did them first two times, and they are successful with it, all hell is gonna break loose. That's a guarantee. All hell is gonna break loose. And they waiting on him to come to a decision as far as whether or not he gonna help the Israelis out in this war, because they've been begging Americans to jump in. He really don't want to jump in for real. In a minute, they probably gonna force him to either do it or I don't know. It's looking real scary, but it ain't no telling, man. It really ain't. But like I was saying though, all hell will have to break loose, and then the MOTB had to be implemented, right? That micro C help. So it's still some prophecies that have to come to pass, and before we get to salvation, we ain't there yet. But best believe, for sure. Oh, we're very close. We're very close. We're closer than ever. Best believe that. That's why it's most important to keep pushing. Like I say in, I don't want this thing to cut off, but like it says in Revelation 3:11. No, so like it 3:11. You know, don't let no man take your crown, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Right? Endure to the end. This is good news, what's going on right now. But it's still we ain't at the finish line yet. Right? We nearing the end, but we ain't crossed the line yet. We still, like I said, still gotta go. Shit still has to hit the fan, right? MOTB still got to be implemented, right? We still got to go through Jacob's trouble. Still got to go through the lake of fire and brimstone, you know. And we doing the things we're doing right now. So, Lord willing, man, we be saved from the nuclear destruction of this place. That we're not even here on this land when this happens. Lord willing, we'll be in the chariots, hidden from the day of the Lord's wrath, as it speaks of in the book. That's what our people don't understand. They ain't gonna be able to get it on this side, so they're gonna have to go down with spiritual Egypt, man. Right? Isaiah 31, the first chapter, first verse on down. They're gonna have to perish on this side because they couldn't get it. And it's not like, man, these jakes, they know. Some of them know. The ones that don't know, the Lord just have really a spirit of blindness, severe blindness on the 2/3. They really don't realize what the magnitude of that war is, right? America at any day could be going to war right now, right? Things could pop off at any day. Hey, as the elder brothers say, man, a lot can happen in a day. A lot can happen in a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it off there. We in the latter days, man, and it's surreal, man. It really is. But I rather be in the lot that I'm in right now, you know, serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, than to be a nigga on the street walking aimlessly with no type of guide or direction, not knowing what's going on. So with that, I'm gonna close it off there, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again who taught me this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom. And as always, we one day close to the kingdom, man. Shalom.